Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for being here. I am so very excited for today's video. It is officially 2024, and with 2024 comes new goals and also a lot of reflecting of the past year. To reflect on 2023, I really let myself buy whatever book I wanted whenever I wanted, and it was quite amazing. It was lovely to be able to do a form of self-care with buying myself books, and I made a lot of book hauls on this channel throughout the year, which is so lovely to look back on. In my notes app on my phone, I have created a list where I have put the very first book that I remember buying all the way to the last book that I bought. Those book hauls have really helped me be able to organize them in the way that I've actually bought them. And the reason that I wanted to organize it in the oldest book that I've had to the newest is because I want to prioritize reading the books that have been on my TBR the longest. So in today's video, we are focusing on the books that I've had for over a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 to 4. Looking at my notes and seeing that I have 151 really overwhelms me. So in this year, I really want to focus on taking a step back from buying books and really just prioritizing the books that are on my physical TBR. With all that being said, let's start the video where I bring you guys along with reading If It Bleeds. Little reading update. I don't know why I say that, little reading update. It's not little. I'm gonna sit here for 5 minutes talking about a book and then cut out majority of it and just leave a minute in. Anyways, little reading update. I am currently on page 159. I have just started reading If It Bleeds, and I'm very curious to see what the story is gonna be, because I wonder if it's really good, and that's why it's titled, the book is titled If It Bleeds. I have read 2 novellas so far. The first one was Mr. Harrigan's Phone. It's based in the early 2000s, and our main character, I believe, is 10 years old, and he's quite intelligent. He's 10 years old and able to read the Bible, and so he starts to read scriptures in church every Sunday. And that's how we're introduced to our second main character, Mr. Harrigan. Long story short, Mr. Harrigan is 8 years old, very lonely. He doesn't have a spouse, kids, no family. And so naturally, he wants to hang out with people, have some company. So he ends up hiring the boy to come and read to him every day and water his plants and help him out with house chores and stuff, because he's 80 years old and getting quite old. So they start to build this connection. The young boy ends up buying Mr. Harrigan the first iPhone, I'm gonna say, the first iPhone ever. And it's quite fun to have this 80-year-old be introduced to a phone. Cell phones weren't a thing, and all of a sudden this boy is here, let me give you this. And the story is following them, and I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but it was quite eerie. Nothing groundbreaking, I wasn't scared, I wasn't shaking in my booties, but there was moments where I was like, what? And I was like, really? Things like that, which was fun. Then the second novella is The Life of Chuck, and sure enough, we are following our main character, Chuck, throughout his life. The beginning is when he's actually in his deathbed. He's about to die, he's in the hospital. And then in the middle of the book, it's when he is 30 years old, an adult. And then at the very end of the book, it starts off as him as a kid. But what was really fun about this book was a good amount of the chapters started off with a different character, and it kind of threw me off, and I was like, wait, what's going on? But then every character that was introduced, some way, somehow, Chuck and whatever character we were introduced to somehow met in the middle in some way in their life, and it was really fun. It was cool, and it reminded me of movies where you've been following a certain character, then you're introduced to another one. You're like, why are we here? Why do we get introduced to this character? And then somehow they intertwine and like connect, and you're like, oh, that's why. That happened in this book. Like 3-4 different times, and it was quite fun. It was cool. So far, 2. I've only read 2, but The Life of Chuck has been my favorite so far, and it was more entertaining. It was cool, dude. Oh my god. I even wanted to like watch explanation videos to like get more out of the story, and I found out they're actually making a movie out of it. So I would love to watch The Life of Chuck. Gonna be honest with you, I have been majority listening to the audiobook because I feel dumb reading it. Tell me why this book is hard to read. It also doesn't make sense that I'm understanding it in audio format. I don't know, but I've been trying to sit and just read it, and I'm like, I'm lost. Like, I do not know what's going on. Like, I have to like keep rereading the same like paragraph or sentence. So I would like to be able to like read the book, but I'm like clueless. Like, I just started If It Bleeds. I managed to read 1 page, and I'm like, I'm lost. What is going on? And luckily, I'm really enjoying the audiobook. The narrators are doing a swell job. It's really, really good. Now, I'm gonna go back to reading. I have been eyeing my next book. I want to pick that book up so freaking bad. Should I do it? Should I do it right now? Is today the day? Are we gonna finally do it? Should I read the new book? 30 midnight. Why did I do that? Why did I play Heyday till midnight? Next time you see me, I will either be picking up my next read, which I'm literally curling my toes so excited for. That's gross. Why is it so cringe to say that? Okay. Anyways, I'm so excited for the next book that's on my radar. I have not been in the mood to read it, but since I have been planning this video, I have been thinking about it every single day. And I'm just so excited to pick it up, but I've just been waiting for the right time. Okay, so either next time you see me, I will give you an update on If It Bleeds, or picking up my next read. It is time, and I'm just so excited. Hello. What did I just wave? As you can see, I am sick, and I'm not feeling too hot. I have been wanting to pick up this book, and when you're sick and you're able to escape into a book, it is the most wonderful thing in this world. Being able to escape into a book and like forget about you being sick for just a little bit while you're reading is amazing. And I wanted to start this morning, but I felt too crappy, and right now I have the motivation and energy to do it, but I'm not looking too aesthetic. Hey, this book is supposed to make me cry, so I'm just a step ahead putting the tissue in my nose. No, but either you can see my mocos falling from my nose, or you can see this. Which one you want? I literally don't even know anything about this. All I know is that I believe Archer can't talk or doesn't talk for... I think Archer has like a lot of trauma and PTSD or something like that, so he doesn't talk. And it's a romance book, and the title's Archer's Voice, so I'm very curious on what's going to happen. Oh my god, if this book doesn't make me cry, I'm going to be so mad. I love when books destroy me. I actually have a sticky note in here saying that this was my older sister Ariana's gift for my 21st birthday. I did that in the very beginning when I first got my books. I gave up on it now because I just bought so many in such like a short time that I just like gave up on doing the sticky note. But I was looking at this book before I started this video, and I was like, when did I get this book? And it makes me so happy to know that it was on my 21st birthday. I'm 22, turned 22 in September, so it's been a year and a half that I've had this. This is such a funny shot. is very mature. Yeah, that's the right word. Wow. That was hard to read. No way, bro. No way. Yes. 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 If you want to know, I'm on page 194. Bree has to be one of my favorite characters, dude. Wow. He's so stupid. Travis makes me angry. God, they do such a good job making you hate characters. I literally just turned off the camera and then I read okay, I didn't calm down just a little bit. I read something that made me literally just be like this. I was like, and I said, if you wanted to, he would, out loud. Jane's downstairs playing video games. He's probably like, what? It says, you walked a mile in the rain because I don't like thunderstorms. She hates thunderstorms. And you're telling me that he walked a mile in the rain to her house because she doesn't like thunderstorms. Look at what I posted. Oh, don't mind. My adorable nephew. Okay, this is what it was. Check it out. As he should. It's so cute. And then if you're interested in that type of content, not the lip bite. I do that all the time at work with my coworkers. If you're interested in content like that, go follow me on Instagram. I have a little reading update to give you guys. I want to be transparent with you guys. My goal for the new year is to not read books if I don't want to, not force myself to read it if it's for a YouTube video, and to not feel pressure to read something that I want to. I don't know. It's like all of that mixed in. So with that being said, I started to listen to If It Bleeds. I'm just like, I think like 20-ish minutes in, and literally just search up like If It Bleeds summary, or no summary, synopsis, and I do not want to read that at all. Like, it does not sound fun. It does not sound like appealing or entertaining or intriguing, none of that. So I normally would have just made myself listen to the rest of the audiobook. I would have felt pressure to continue with the story because I'm making this video, and I feel that it's like letting you guys down if I like DNF the book or like just DNF the novella. I also just feel like I'm letting myself down whenever I DNF a book, but this year I don't want to continue that. I don't want to do that. Making these YouTube videos, reading these books are for pure enjoyment. If this was like Stephen King telling me, read If It Bleeds and I want you to give me a summary, then I'd read it. But this is just a fun little YouTube video that I'm putting out on the internet about me reading books, and if I don't want to read a book, especially if it's making me feel icky, why am I going to make myself? And I hope that you guys can understand. And I'm trying to practice doing this so that I have a more fun reading experience and I have a more fun reading year, because last year I feel a little disappointed in myself for making myself read books and making myself read books to match my reading goal or meet my reading goal. So with that being said, I think at the moment I'm going to DNF If It Bleeds and I'm going to start reading Rat. It is the 4th novella in the book. Right now, I am in the mood for people falling in love. I want to read Archer's Voice. Wow. I am really enjoying this so far. I think Archer is one of the most gentle, sweet boys I've ever read about. He's so cute, you guys. He's so cute. And I actually really enjoy our main character, Bree. I think she is really cool. Like, that's the best way to explain it. I think the way that she can have her own opinion about Archer and not let the town change her opinion or like put pressure on her, I'm eating it up. I love it. I will keep you guys updated, and let's see how Archer's voice goes. I think the next time that you'll see me, I'm gonna be more in love with the book, and let's see where Rat has taken me. Let's see if it's good. Oh my god, I got scared. I felt something touch my toe. It's Arya sniffing it. Say hi to the camera. You're so sweet, mama. Archer's voice last night, and honestly I was like, I just didn't go to bed because I stayed up to like, I think like 1:30 to finish it. This puppy had me stay up late, and it felt so good, to be honest, reading this book. Doing this challenge really brought in a wonderful opportunity to read a book that I actually really enjoyed. And I wouldn't have picked it up if it weren't for this video. So that is freaking awesome. So now to If It Bleeds. It has been, I believe, like 9 days since I last talked about this book, and I said I was going to give Rat a chance, and I have yet to pick up the audiobook. I have had so many opportunities to, it hasn't even crossed my mind. I haven't wanted to one single bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just not gonna finish it. I'm not even gonna continue. Crazy. Who would have thought you could just stop reading a book if you don't want to? So with that being said, I really enjoyed the journey that these books took me. Even though I didn't finish If It Bleeds, I still practiced something that I want to implement into my life, and I am proving to myself that I can do it. So that is a wonderful experience in itself. And I ended up coming out with a book that I really enjoyed. Now to my review. I realized I didn't even leave my review for this. I'm going to rate this book a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book, you guys. It was so good. The writing was really, really good. It wasn't any literature. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it worked with my brain. I was able to sit on the couch hours on end and just read as much as I want because the writing was captivating. It was intriguing. I wanted to know what was going to happen. It wasn't like nails biting, oh my god, what's going to happen? But it was like, I was enjoying the book so much that I just wanted to keep on reading. And not once was I bored. This was not a rom-com. This was not a fluffy romance. This was not a like happy book. It was very sad. It talked about a lot of PTSD, trauma, the insecurities of a person. It really showed the hard emotions and things that can happen in every relationship, and like does happen in every relationship. And I think the characters were extremely strong, mentally really, really strong. I think the characters communicated so well. I think Bree was intelligent. Like, she did not make me mad once. I am like remembering the beginning of the story. Oh, the beginning of the story and the way the book ended was beautiful. I loved it. I would say it was a beautiful story. I loved the small town that we were in. I loved majority of the characters. There's definitely characters that I hated, and it's because it's for a reason. There was also like past and present. There's a little bit of like past, more present. And if you haven't picked up Archer's voice, I highly recommend doing so. And if you have read If It Bleeds and you're like, dude, Rat was such a good like spooky novella, like please pick it up, then I will. But it makes me so sad because I've read 2 Stephen King books and both of them I've DNF'd. Why can't I be like a smart, like cool girly and read Stephen King? Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. I had a wonderful experience bringing you guys along on my journey of reading books that have been on my TBR for way too long. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so much for being here on my journey with these 2 books. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!